I love when the good news coming in on a day-to-day. Already know what's happening, I don't gotta shake the hay. Big moves, big stepper in the right direction. The trip continues, every W's a psychedelic. Journey over accolades, divvy up the accolades and tell them boys to have a day. Give and take, and I love to give. Give and take, and I love to see the bros hitting milestones. Gon' get your shine on, brighter than an iPhone screen. Anybody tryna take a piece of pie home, try a song, shape a stick or drop them like a pine cone. Conversations about the goals and the gold that I'm sitting on. All I hear is low ballin' digits if I listen to them. No need to counter if it's disrespect. Swear my sharks learned how to bite my way out fishing nets.
All right, what's going on, family? This right here is a pop-up for sure. Like this last minute, I ain't have time for all the extra bells and whistles and all of that kind of stuff, man. I know I got people coming on tonight who I want to try to support myself. We want to support, so I ain't gonna eat over into Miss Shirley, and I ain't gonna eat over into Auntie Ellen. Sometimes my Renaissance grandma slide up on Thursdays too. So I ain't trying to dip in on nobody. What's up, Happy Mac? What's up on B.R.I.S.? This probably ain't gonna be this ain't gonna be a long one. I'm just I feel really compelled to talk about something. And I probably won't come up on the camera tonight at all, cause baby, I ain't beat my face or nothing. I ain't looking pretty or none of that right there. I'm just up on here. So camera off. I don't know if y'all giving me my feelings enough, man. I might pull my do-rag off and let my hair down. But what's up, Happy Mac, Pieces of April, Player JB? What going on, family? Y'all, I got to talk about this real quick because I'm tired of my folks sleeping on it. Now, what happened last go round, and let me see, I gotta put this, y'all, just to show how much of a true, real pop-up this is right here. I legit 100% got to go pull these joints over here because I ain't even upload all the, so if you hear it playing, it's because I'm putting it over on my StreamYard as we speak, because I will. Okay.
You won.
Hold on. Stop. Get on that, boy. And let me go over and get another one. And then bring it over here. Unbiased, girl, if you don't quit. I'm shoving the ramen in my face. Texas due next month. Low budget. I feel you, fam. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm going to tell you something. Baby, sometimes you want filet mignon. Sometimes you want a real nice steak. And sometimes you trying to make a turd. At the end of the day, baby, it is what it is. As the young folks say, for shizzle. DJ Ron, what's going on, bro? How y'all doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Yes, indeed. I'm gonna try to contain myself just a little longer and let some more folk get off in here. Cause the conversation I'm about to have, I done had before. You feel me? But what I was doing was really beating around the bush. I kind of played it real smooth. I kind of played it a little bit too player, and I don't think folk really got the. What's up, Dan H? What's going on, my bro? I think Dan H, you damn sure gonna enjoy this conversation or get something out of it or feel something. Look, man, I'm telling y'all, I played it a little bit too smooth last time. I tried to throw out the subliminals and I tried to relate a message without going overboard. Damn it, tonight I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna talk about all of it because it needs to be said. And if I'm gonna consider myself a content creator and somebody who like to talk about important things and what's going on and what is and what ain't. Damn it, I need to do it now. For shizzle. CC, what's going on, sister? Welcome in. You better get in here and enjoy yourself. You sure better. Damn, I ain't even pull the other one up here yet. Hold on, let me get the other one. I'm gonna have to stop it too. Y'all, this one of them pop-ups for real, where I didn't preload the hold on, stop that. Don't be saying all that. Don't be you wait. You wait. Don't be get your ass. Get out of here. Happy Mac said, I thought, let me put it up on the screen. I told y'all I ain't beat my face, baby. I don't look pretty, so I ain't gonna. Happy Mac said, I thought B.R.I.C.S was coming for sure. Then they said for sure not. Now they're having a meeting that's gonna last 2 weeks. See, and that's some of the stuff I'm trying to clear up, Happy Mac, because I don't different segments of the world have different medias, and I ain't never, not the whole time I've been over here, have it ever been said on this side of the continent. I mean, on this side of the world, excuse me, that it wasn't coming. In fact, if anything, it's more, it's more of it's more intense. Let me see. I see Happy Mac speaking to Cynthia. Cynthia, what? Hold on. Cynthia off in here? Oh, CC. Okay, CC. What's going on, CC? Yes. So, with that being said, since this is like a true for real pop up, uh, I'm gonna kind of jump into it. And look here, now I don't get in grown folk business. I want everybody to do. Well, I will ask this before I go too hard, because I want the more people, the better, and that's for a reason. If you haven't shared this live out, go on share it out, so I can say what I gotta say and get up off of here before Miss Shirley and some other people who usually rock hard on Thursday nights come up in here. What's up, Big Daddy Beard Gaming Promotions? What's going on, family? Mm-hmm. Yes. Y'all please shut this live out. I know I'm usually up on camera. Tonight ain't one of them nights. I'm tired. Uh, I'm trying to prepare myself for this hypathon, this hype again that's coming up. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice for sure, for sure. Y'all make sure y'all catch us tomorrow with our special guest over on uh well, we on the African Dreaming channel. Of course, you know what I'm saying, wifey got her own thing. She doing her own thing. So she got Pieces of April. Thank you, Big Daddy Beard Gaming Promotions, for shouting her out. Yeah, baby got her thing. She's gonna be a participant. It's gonna be a couple people who gonna be participating in this next go round, and it's gonna be something to look forward to. And don't skip out on us tomorrow, because tomorrow, y'all know what it is, man. It's African Dreaming, and it's Friday Faves. Y'all know on Fridays we like to bring up sometimes everybody to guest, and at other times we have a very specific guest. Tomorrow we might just have a guess. We got a guess. Yeah. Yeah. I don't want y'all to miss that. Miss Shirley OG Gardner coming on in a little bit. Miss Cheryl Faulkner. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all slide up in here. I got to hurry up and say what I got to say so everybody can make their way on over to Miss Shirley OG Gardner coming on in a little bit. Now, I'm sure I still got some time because it ain't but 12:50 over here. And I think usually Miss Shirley come on about 3 in the morning. Somewhere thereabouts, 3 or 4 a.m. for us. So I got a little bit of time, so I'm gonna make this quick. Now I am asking if y'all don't mind, go ahead and share this message out, share this live out, because unlike just your typical entertainment. I think this a little bit deeper. This a little bit heavier. Yeah, we talking about the BRICS nations tonight. The last time I even spoke on this subject matter or this topic, I literally tried to put it in such a way that it could be understood by those capable of understanding. But damn it, I think I got to make it a little bit more clear. I got to go a little bit harder with it. So I'm gonna put it where the ghost can get it. And the reason I'm doing that is because I'm really trying to help people understand the gravity of the situation. From my perspective. Now, this is just from my perspective. I'm an old country boy. Now, mind you, this ain't everything. YouTube. This is strictly for educational purposes. I am not a financial advisor. I'm poor as hell. I eat goat and farm raised chickens, and I ain't got no bunch of money, so I ain't trying to tell nobody how to make none. More so, what I'm doing is trying to help you keep and sustain what you got. Family. I'm gonna ask a question real quick, just real quick, because this whole conversation ain't gonna take long. Have any of y'all ever heard of, outside of Happy Mac? Happy Mac, I done already hit up in the comment. Have any of y'all ever heard of BRICS, the BRICS nations? And if you have, do you know what they are? Anybody? Just put in the chat if you do. Or if you don't want to, I understand that, you might not want everybody knowing your level of savvy or what you follow economically or politically. I get it. It's just a request. You ain't got to. Excuse me. Now I'm gonna say this, family. It's a lot going on right now in Africa. It's a lot going on in Nigeria. It's a lot going on in Burkina Faso, Senegal. A lot's happening in Western Africa. Okay, CC said, know what it is to educate me. Bet. Too easy. Say less, fam. The BRICS nations are Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. Now, for the longest, what's up, Vision Preparedness? How you doing, my brother? Welcome in, welcome in. Vision, you gonna make me mess around and drop that damn link. I ain't even getting on the camera tonight, so I hadn't planned on doing that. But you gonna make me drop that doggone link, man. I got to catch up on you early today. It was good being able to catch up with you, and I know you done dropped the youngster off, and you had a great live. Excuse me, you had a great live, and we a couple days behind, but we playing the catch up game. But I really need people who. Let me start here before I even get into all of that. So I can say this because I am American. I am Texan. Here go Dan H. I am a Texan. I know how, even though we don't mean to sometimes, we can be blissfully ignorant in the U.S. And what do I mean by that? And I mean that as humbly as I can put it and as humbly as I can state it. America and Americans have had the luxury over the whole duration of my lifetime to not give a damn about nobody else, even down to the citizenry with regards to what's going on in the world. They because you just don't have to. When in Rome, You ain't worried about what's going on in Germania. You hear shit, but you don't care because you don't have to. Baby, the world is changing and it's changing faster than people can even wrap their minds around. It's changing in ways that people who have never been forced to pay attention, some of y'all might want to start paying attention. It's a reason why damn near 70% of the world can either speak English or is fluent in English because they had to. They had to. Do y'all know that there are countries out here right now? Literally, there are people in power in Italy who are formulating laws saying not only should English, you know what? I'm not gonna get into that. I told you enough. Y'all, matter of fact, y'all just go look that up for yourself. What's up? The winning walk with Christina, Bougie Prepper. Who else done tipped off in here? Somebody else I seen. No, I think that's it. Dan H talking mess to me, as always, because it wouldn't be right if he didn't. Of course, vision preparedness. Let me get this link dropped real quick. You gonna get this link dropped over here. But back to what I was saying. Y'all, the game done switched. The game done switched. Things ain't what they once were. The wars that I see coming, I ain't the whole time I've been a content creator, almost a year and a half now. I ain't never put nothing like WW3 in my chat except for a couple days ago because I see the potential for things that I was hoping wouldn't really be that way. And I take it seriously. And Happy Mac says something I got to put up here. I'm still trying to drop this link. I don't know why this thing being so doggone stubborn. Boy, I tell you. I must be talking about something. The fuck gonna come whip my leg. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. Happy Mac said, wait till that bricks come through, gonna be like getting hit with a truck. People have no clue. Happy Mac, you are 100% right. And what's up, ATM Tim? How you doing, brother? Welcome in, welcome in. Now, I partially blame myself for a little bit of it because I try to be so with certain topics, I try to be PC. I try to be diplomatic, and I try to beat around the bush to the point where I hope folk who can just get it. I see somebody speaking. Oh, there he is. What going on, Lala? What's good? What's good? Mm, mm, mm. And now that I see my sister, because I seen somebody speaking to Lala. Lala, this one point where I gotta disagree with you a little bit, baby girl, and I'm gonna tell you why. Where is it? Here it is. Here go. Let me put it up on the screen. I see you back there, bro. I see you back there, bro. Vision preparedness. What going on, fam?
What's going on, fam? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good, man. Good to catch up with you again, bro. It's been a
Likewise,
minute.
it
Uh,
has.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. Now, this one point where I disagree with my beautiful, lovely sister Lala. She said our only real threat comes from within. I'm disagreeing on this one, cause baby, since 1942,
Mm,
the the U.S. has sat on top as far as the world reserve currency.
yep.
I'm living in a place, in a space, in a time where I'm alive. I'm getting my black ass on here to tell all of y'all I, that right there is changing. And I'm not saying this in a blasphemous way. I'm not saying this in
Right.
an anti American way. I'm saying this in what I live through and what I see as somebody who's trying to operate a business, manage everyday life, living on another continent. And that's why this conversation is so damn important. When you don't have to, and I'm not talking about you, Lala. I'm speaking about this is a general statement. This is a very broad statement, and I apply it to myself as an American. When you living abroad, but you from a place where everybody has to know, learn about, and study you, well, guess what the counter to that is? You don't have to know a damn thing about nobody else. You walk up to the average person on the street, tell them you will give them 1,000 US dollars if they can point out where Romania is
Right.
on a map.
Right.
If they can point out where Germania is, if
Right.
they can point out Kazakhstan, if they can point out hell, any African country, tell them to tell them I give you 1,000 US if you can tell me where Botswana is, or
Right.
Namibia, or Tanzania on the map, because you grew up in a society, in a world, in an existence where you don't have to know shit about nobody else.
That's right.
Now, this is where it starts to get complex. The B.R.I.C.S nations,
Yep.
Brazil, Russia, India, China, and at the latter, South Africa.
Yep. And more
Now,
joining.
and more joining every day, putting in
Yep.
applications to be a part of a new currency that can change everything that we know, that we've lived, that we've breathed, the privileges. And I'm gonna tell you something else. I'm gonna be a buck about it. I'm gonna be 100% about it. The majority of what we have it grew up enjoying and continue to enjoy as American citizens comes from somewhere else.
Yep.
And as far as textiles, and when you get into, whether you're talking about cobalt, whether you're talking about titanium, whether you talk all these different components that got your laptop or your phone running right now, it
Yep.
comes from where I'm at.
Yep.
There are issues going on with France right now and certain African countries, previously colonialized country. It's getting real, it's getting heavy, and it's getting deep, and it's time for this conversation in not a PC way or whatever kind of way. We gonna talk about this shit. We gonna talk about it for real, because people need to know so you can prepare yourself.
That's right.
And with that being said, before I get too deep into anything else, damn, y'all done jump. Damn, it's a bunch of y'all in here. I got my head, I'm looking all over at the wall. I got my camera off. Visual preparedness, man. You go ahead and slide in here, bro, before I start playing this content.
What's going on, bruh? So I'm gonna just school y'all real quick on this. In the United States of America, the former president wanted the African nations to legalize same-sex marriage. They said absolutely not. The U.S. put sanctions on Africa because they didn't.
In a
And if you don't
profound way.
believe, in a profound way, and if you don't believe me, go do your homework.
No, that's real, bro. That's
Yeah,
real.
yeah, yeah. And you see, bro, now you got me all in my feelings, and I was trying to
No,
hold
that's
it
real.
until I was trying to hold it until my live tonight, but see, there you go again.
Hey, I'm telling you, you can go for it on this one, because this is gonna be one of them kind of conversations. What's going on? PIA, Passionately Intrigued Arts, Tamika Davis. You better get in here and enjoy yourself.
That's right, y'all.
Who anybody else I missed? I don't know. Vision. If you catch somebody I missed, bruh, shout them out, because you at home over here, and I don't mean to miss nobody. But
I'm with
we
you on
gotta
that.
get into what's going on, Sassy. We gotta get into the
Sassy.
thick of this.
Yeah, I'm telling y'all right now, and I'm trying to be respectful because this is my brother's channel, but I'm gonna keep it real. This country that we live in has sold us out years ago. Years, I'm talking decades ago. And y'all think it's bad now? Y'all wait till 2024 rolls around. Why you
Hey,
think I have been so hard on prepping mentally? Because what they're getting ready to throw at us ain't nobody seen and nobody has no freaking clue how to deal with it.
bruh, and I only feel it fair to tell to let people know as a vision. You know me, hell, I followed you for forever. You've been following
Right,
us for forever.
right.
Neither one of us come with bullshit. Neither one of
No,
us do things for the hype of it.
right.
I'm over here, so if I'm a content, how in the hell am I not gonna tell my audience about what's really going on and what I really see happening on the ground over here? Baby, the game done switched. The game done switched.
That's right.
You know, I did a live a couple days ago, and I put a lot of people didn't know that the Ugandan president uh did a whole ceremony, all this stuff, apologizing for African leaders, chiefs, and all of these people involvement in slavery.
That's
I
yeah,
didn't
right,
see that all over the news. I didn't see that all over the news. But what I did see was him, because that's steeped in African culture. His disagreement with, like the LGBTQ issues and lifestyle and all of that. Now, I'm not knocking nobody. We have friends
right,
and people that we love from all communities. Yes, we
right,
have gay friends, lesbian friends, we have gay and lesbian family members. That's not what it's about. What it's
right.
about is the fact that this is a sovereign place with their own values and rules and traditions and all of that stuff. And since we've been over here, there's been a couple of officials who have rolled through, and you would think it would be about trade. You would think it would be
Huh.
about uh, marketing and how many tons of wheat, how many tons of grain, how many munitions, and all this stuff. No, man, it was
No.
it was one damn thing,
Yep.
and that's a little bit of it. That's a little bit of it. But here this is. Now check this out. Let's get back to this BRICS. Let's get back to this BRICS
Yeah.
conversation. Cause look here. Now, it's a lot of people who have no clue what we talking about. So this is an opportunity to educate. If you've never heard of BRICS, it's Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. Have it been around for over a decade? Yes, and that's one of the things that people use in a manner to try and, oh, they've been around forever and they ain't did stuff, baby. Well, let me tell you something. Like Eminem said, Eminem and a whole lot of others, when preparation and opportunity meet, it's a whole different ball game.
That's right.
It's a whole different ball game. The Vision, you said something before you even came up. No, as soon as you got up here, you said, and all the people that are joining. Now,
Yeah.
before we get too deep into this, because I can't wait to hear what you got to say on the other side. I'm gonna run some I'm gonna run a little bit of content, and we're gonna chop it up on the other side. What's up, Astatine 85?
Absentine, good to see you.
Anybody else that came in, if I missed you, I apologize.
Winning
Bullshit Prep
walk with
there.
Christina.
Okay, what's going on, family? Welcome in, welcome in. I'm gonna run this first little bit of content, and then we're gonna talk about it.
All right.
In the highly anticipated B.R.I.C.S summit in South Africa, the topic of B.R.I.C.S expansion will take center stage. The summit is scheduled to be held in Johannesburg, South Africa, from August 22nd to 24. The event has unveiled that over 40 countries have shown interest in joining the bloc, with more than 50% of them having.
I gotta stop right there. I gotta stop right there. Now I know the average person don't give a damn how many countries are actually in the world.
Yeah.
I get that. But when you talking about 40, when you talking about 40 countries eagerly anticipating joining something, you might want to start paying attention.
Got that
You
right.
just might want to start paying attention. ARD, a resilient dad, what's going on, fam? Good to see you,
ARD.
bro. I'm gonna finish this up. I'm gonna get my man right. We the plug. What's going on, man? Your boy Smooth. Y'all better get in here and enjoy yourself and share this live out. Let's get back to it.
Submitted official applications. The official list has now been released. We have received formal expressions of interest from the leaders of 23 countries seeking B.R.I.C.S membership, alongside numerous informal inquiries about the possibilities of joining B.R.I.C.S, stated South African Minister of Foreign Affairs and Cooperation, Naledi Pandor. The South African minister provided a list of countries that have officially applied to become part of the bloc. This list includes 6 African states: Algeria, Argentina, Bahrain, Bangladesh, Belarus, Bolivia, Cuba, Egypt, Ethiopia, Honduras, Indonesia, Iran, Kazakhstan, Kuwait, Morocco, Nigeria, the State of Palestine, Saudi Arabia.
And I got to stop right there. Vision, you know why I'm stopping right there.
Yep.
I don't think people understand the significance of some of the countries named and listed, because the average American, the average person in the world, now I'm gonna keep it a buck. We're gonna have this conversation. The average American, I am one. I happen to be living in Africa, but baby, I'm a Texan. The reason that we don't have to care or pay attention to or worry about all these different countries is because we've been afforded the luxury of not having to give a damn. And all of that's coming to an end. I guarantee you, if it ain't your ass, your kids either gonna be. I don't mean this in a bad way, speaking another language, but for them to be prosperous moving forward, it ain't gonna be shit. Texas gonna be a mother tongue. Creole gonna be a mother tongue for real. It's that serious, and people don't even understand what's happening. Folks out here looking for Alf because they done told you Alf done came, and we done had
Yeah.
Alf for forever. Baby, you better pay attention to what's really going on. But go ahead, Vision. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, folks. So here's the bottom line. And you say, well, what's BRICS got to do with us?
Mm-hmm.
You forget back in 1974 when the United States forced the Arab countries to make the dollar the petrodollar.
Come on. I was gonna go
Okay.
there, boy. You beat me to it. Go
The
take your
the
ass. Go ahead. Go ahead.
the petrodollar, meaning any country on the planet that wanted to buy oil from Saudi Arabia or the Arab countries had to buy oil using the US dollar. Period. End of
Yes.
story.
End of
And
story.
now
Period.
with BRICS, they are going to use rubles backed by the yen, which is backed by gold.
Hold on. Stop right there. Vision preparedness. Say that one more time for the people in the back of the arena, in the back of the room that don't understand what you just said. Clarify that. Say that one more
Okay,
time, bro.
so we all know that the US dollar is fiat currency, meaning it's backed by nothing. With the
Yes.
BRICS, they're going to use rubles, which is Russian money, and their own native country money, which is going to be backed by the Chinese yen or yuan, and
Mm-hmm.
it is backed by gold. And
Period.
the thing is that I love about all of the African countries, all of their currency is going to be backed by natural resources from the country. So
And
go ahead.
finish your thought. Finish your thought, and I'm gonna add to it. Finish your thought, and I'm gonna
So
add to it.
so on that, if the BRICS nation gets rid of. In Saudi Arabia, in the EMA and all of those Emirates and all of that, decide never to use the US dollar again as a petrodollar, the US economy will crash and the dollar will be worth dirt that you're standing on.
My God. That man said it all. I damn near ain't got nothing to add, but I'm gonna add a little pinch to it. I'm gonna add a little piece to it. I just want to bring it together.
Yeah,
So you got a new currency that I've been talking about for 6 or 7 damn months, but I've
that's
been
right.
beating around the bush and being real low key and kind of player with it, just hoping people could put the pieces together.
Right.
Baby, it's here now. It's literally on the precipice. And I'm not finna shit on my country. I am an American, baby. More than that, I'm a damn Texan. I'm trying to let y'all know how real this is while folks still out here playing game. I understand it's people trying to get the bag and chasing the bag. Baby, you chasing the bag full of something that might not be worth
You got that right. You chasing a
I'm
bag that's going to be worth nothing.
and I don't mean that in no bad way because
Right.
it's gonna hurt me too. But at the end of the day, what Vision just said is a thousand, a million% true. You got a currency that's being backed by gold, and then
Yep.
you got all the allies saying, "Well, we may not have the gold y'all got, but shit, we finna toss in our resources."
Yes, it.
We finna toss in if we ain't got the gold, damn it, we got this lithium, we got this,
And
we got
hello.
this, that, we
That's
got
right.
all of this shit.
We
So
got iridium, diamonds, rubies, whatever y'all want. We got it because all y'all buy it from us.
every one of you, what's up, Liz B. Journey, Broke Farmer, David Corey, PIA, Sassy, anybody else I missed, I'm sorry. I see Country and Yankee. Y'all
Yeah.
better tip on in here and enjoy
Tamika
yourself.
Davis. Good to see you.
Tamika Davis, yeah. Christina, y'all better get in here and enjoy yourself. But look here, man, I'm trying to let my people know. Start peeping game. If you don't like watching the news, fine, I get it. Start looking at news outside the damn country. Don't
Hello.
just go to your big four or your big three and you
Right.
bored with them or you tired of them because they looping and running the same shit over and over and over. You better start seeing what's going on in the rest of the damn world
That's
because the
right.
rest of the world on some whole other shit. And it don't seem like the people that I love where I'm from seem to really grasp the gravity of what's actually happening right now, man.
Right.
These folks done moved on. They done moved forward. Folks done made alliances and
Yep.
doing this, and that, and the third, and making business deals and doing all kinds of shit.
Hmm.
And while you still feeling like you sitting on high and you worried about Birkin bags, and don't get me wrong, I'm not shitting on whatever your fashion style, whatever you can afford. I'm a poor man, so I ain't telling nobody a damn thing.
That
I'm
make
just
two of
happy
us.
to have some goats and a couple chickens and
Hello.
little shit
That's it.
like that.
I got a
But I'm
dog
gonna
that
tell you,
chases squirrels. I'm happy.
you got a whole bear over there, man. Shut up.
You should see him. Yes,
That's
you're
a
right.
baby bear. That's a baby bear you got.
Yep.
But while folk still feeling like you on high, you don't even understand. Folks done pushed and moved on and formulated whole other ways of existence without you having, and when I say you, I'm talking about me because I'm talking about the US.
Right.
Ain't could give a damn less about what you think, how you feel, or your position in the whole circumstance.
That's it. As a
And people
collective.
don't get that.
That's right.
Go ahead.
And I'm gonna tell y'all why them two dudes on the other side of the planet are throwing rocks at each other, which that's exactly what they doing. That is a total distraction to what the hell is melting down in the United States. Excuse my language, but and because my brother tells me I don't promote myself enough, I'm telling y'all tonight at 8 p.m. on my channel, I'm doing a
There you go.
live with a special guest that has never been on my channel and is an amazing friend of mine. and we're gonna let it rip. That may be the last live I ever have again on my channel.
Hey, I get it. Get it.
So
Get it, bro. Get it.
8 o'clock,
Get it.
and
8
we got
o'clock.
a plot twist that's gonna blow all y'all away. So,
Hey,
but what's going on? The United States is imploding in on itself. We have been sold out for decades. And while y'all are sitting here worrying about what them other two boys throwing rocks are about, y'all better get ready for what the hell is getting ready to happen here in the US.
it's
Because
real.
something big is
Hey,
getting ready to happen. Don't know what. I have my speculations. I ain't talking about them here. But
uh-huh. Uh-huh.
it's going to throw everybody in a loop, and it may throw some of y'all into a panic
If you ain't ready,
if
if
you
you
ain't
ain't ready.
ready. And
Hey, what's
I'm gonna share this paint with y'all, and then I'm gonna shut up.
go ahead, brother.
Do
Go
not
ahead.
be surprised if they tell you you cannot leave your house.
Mm. 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 Boy,
That's all I'm
you
saying.
hit hey, you hit deep with that one. Now we gonna talk about that a little bit since you done brought that up. I'm gonna finish this and we're gonna get to this later. I want to say welcome in to Susie Katz. I want to say welcome in to Riri Real Star. I want to say what's bruv Rambo Greenhands. What's good,
Rambo.
bro? Hey, by the way, we got some seeds from Rambo Green Hands. We picked them up last week. I actually mixed them in with my goat manure,
Yeah.
and I put them on some mixed them up with some compost tea and wet them down. So Rambo, thank you for that, brother. The seeds you sent us, we looking forward to seeing how they produce. Much love to you. We sending something back to you in return. We appreciate that. And baby, y'all don't even understand that right there just may very well be one in the in-between time, be one of the new currencies, baby. Get you some seeds, get you
Hello.
some bottled water and
Hello.
sardines, and get ready to sit your ass down somewhere.
That's right. You better
Uh,
learn how to barter, folks. And
for real.
Dan, you got the line to the bat phone. So, if the channel goes away, you still know how to get in contact with your evil twin. I'll leave it at
Oh,
that.
damn. Damn, Vision, you gonna have one of them. Ladies and gentlemen, don't miss Vision preparedness tonight. Cause damn, that man said he just might go away after this one.
Yeah.
Damn. Hey,
Yeah.
Hey, Campbell Creations, welcome in. Living Natural. Everybody who up in here. I'm gonna finish playing this and then we got some more to get into. But I'm gonna finish playing this and we're gonna talk about it on the other side. But I did see a question because Broke Farmer said, and I don't know exactly what you said or I said that prompted this question, but he said, what happens after that? Broke, if you still in here, bro, give me a little bit more specificity to what comment you responding to. Excuse me, and I'll do my
Right.
best to give you an answer. But let's
Yep.
let's get
Senegal, Thailand, the United Arab Emirates, Venezuela, and Vietnam. BRICS, consisting of Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, collectively account for 31.5% of the global gross domestic product, GDP, and represent 40% of the world's population. The consortium also operates a development bank and a contingency reserve arrangement designed to support its members as well as other developing nations. The minister highlighted that during the forthcoming summit, BRICS leaders will be presented with a specialized report outlining the expansion principles of the association and a roster of countries aspiring to join BRICS. Additionally, the minister emphasized that at least 34 countries have confirmed their participation in the summit. The 15th BRICS Summit is scheduled to be held in Johannesburg from August 22nd to 24, with the physical presence of leaders from China, India, Brazil, and South Africa. Russian President Vladimir Putin will participate in the summit via video conference.
and I'm gonna pull that one down. And I'm
Man.
gonna let you go ahead, brother. Go ahead. Go
So
ahead.
and so now I just want to give a little history lesson here.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all remember Muammar Gaddafi?
I do, sir. I do. I
Do
do.
you know why Muammar Gaddafi is dead?
Go ahead. Talk about it. Talk about it.
Muammar Gaddafi, what you see now with BRICS, he was trying to do with all of the countries just in South Africa with the dinar, which was
Mm-hmm.
backed by gold.
Yep.
And
Yep.
the greatest country on the planet, these United States of America, said absolutely not. And he is unalived.
And this is why this is dangerous, family. I don't. You heard what Vision just said, man. I'm not finna sit here and play game, baby. I got the love of my life over here with me. I'm not
Hello.
finna get. I'm not finna get up here on Octavia Butler's internet and be spewing and saying silly shit for no reason. I take this seriously because war is in something is off,
Yep.
something is wrong,
Yep.
something don't feel right. And I'm
That's right.
telling you, I really have to ponder on every day, every day, what's our appropriate move, how we gonna move, how we gonna do this, how we gonna do that,
Right.
what move we gonna make next. This ain't no damn game. I wouldn't be over here up here saying this shit if I wasn't trying to give other people a real representation of what I'm seeing so you can understand that things are deeper than they seem on the surface. Now, I know we've had the game, when I say we, because hell, I'm an American, I'm a Texan. Proud as hell, baby. Every time you see me, I got on some Longhorns, or I'm I'm proud of where I'm from, is what I mean.
Right.
With that being said, that don't mean that things can't and won't change.
Right.
That doesn't mean that things are going to be hegemonic and remain the same way for forever. Baby, it's folk out here in this world making moves and moving and shaking and shit. And it seems like the only thing that people from where I'm from give a damn about is going to Dubai so they can take some damn Instagram pictures. Baby, it's way deeper than that.
And that's a whole
It's
nother
way,
story.
that's a whole nother story, man.
Yeah.
These folk playing.
Yep.
And I don't, vision is hard for me because you know I don't get in grown folk business. But brother,
Right.
I'm gonna tell you, man, it's at a point now. I feel like if I don't say something, I'm wrong.
Right.
I'm wrong.
That's true. So you and me both. You and me both.
Go
And
ahead, man.
you
Speak.
know, folks, I'm first of all, do this for me. Everybody, if you have not, smash the like button. Please, please, please. Everybody share this out on your channel because what African Dreaming is doing, he's telling the truth. And he wouldn't be telling y'all this if he wasn't concerned himself, just like
Facts.
myself. If I wasn't concerned myself, I would keep my mouth shut and deal with it.
Yep.
But we got stuff that's coming our way that's going to affect not just us here in this country, but it's going to affect everybody in the world. And
Everybody.
we just trying to let you know you need to be planning your moves, what you going to do, how you going to do it to survive and thrive and take care of y'all's family. End of story.
Period, bro. Period. And family, I'm telling you, what I see coming is going to reshape, uh, restructure not only the economic system, but the whole complexities of what we know as an economic system, as
Right.
what we know as everything. I see somebody speaking to Shanna. Hey, Shanna. Hey, Shanna.
Shanna.
What's up, Shanna? And if my man in here, much love to you, my brother, Jason. Much love to both of y'all. I'm trying to get y'all to understand that everything that's transpiring right now, nobody gets out of this unscathed without some dramatic changes. Some will fare better than others, but I have no, I choose to. I'm gonna give myself a little bit of credit. I choose to pay attention because I'm living on the other side of the planet outside of where I was born,
Right.
hell, I got to pay attention. I'm looking at what's going on over here. I'm looking at what's going on in the States. I'm looking at what's going on in places I may or may not vacation and all of that kind of shit. It is real out here, family. And nobody will be untouched by the transitions that are taking place right now. And I
Exactly.
really need my folk back home to understand that shit. I get it. You ain't never had to learn another language. You ain't never had to give a damn about nobody else and what's going on in their part of the world and this and that. But baby, I'm telling you, with what's happening right now, you might want to start paying some damn attention because it's gonna impact your ass one way or another. Period. Period.
That's true.
Vision.
Welcome in, Steph Shockley. Welcome in, Steph Shockley. Who else I see roll in here?
What's up,
Riri,
Steph?
good to see you. Living natural. Good to see you too. Welcome in. Y'all better make yourself comfortable. Get pen and paper if need be.
Now I'm saying thank you for that, my brother. Thank you. I'm saying
Always.
that I think hell in about 4-5 months, this might start making it to the people who barely watch news. This might start being something you start hearing about, and by the time you hear it, it's already too damn late because it's done already unfolded. They just telling your ass about it now.
Got that
And
right.
yes, it can be 4 or 5 months after the fact before they
Yes,
even
indeed.
start talking about it.
Yes, indeed.
Everybody got internets. If you can be on here listening to me right now, you got internet. You might need to start stepping outside your comfort zone. I know it's depressing and I know it's this and it's that. But that, and I'm not talking about just cable news. I'm talking about just look, Vision, help me with this
World news.
before I play this next bit of content. Help me try to explain what I'm saying. There's a difference between because the news can be and often is depressing.
Yes,
Don't let that be the catalyst that keeps you from being informed. I'm
that's
talking
right.
about being informed. I'm
Right.
not talking about watching the news because your regular average news is full of shit.
That's
I'm
it.
talking about just knowing what's really going on in the world from a multitude of sources. But what's your thoughts on that, brother? Go ahead.
Yeah, folks, that's just like, only knowing what's going on your street, not your city, not your state, not your country. You got to look outside. You got to get uncomfortable. And I
Fact.
know, I know, as they always say, the truth does hurt. But once
Mm-hmm.
you understand it, now you know how to prepare, how to deal with it, and how to move.
Period. Yeah. 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 That's real, bro. That's
Yeah,
real. No. You know what? That's a perfect setup for me to get into this
boy,
next. What's up, Eric B?
your
Eric B, the
nephew is off the
realist. What's
chain.
going on, my
Ouch.
brother? Yeah.
Boy, you
Let me
better
get
go on
into
about
this.
your business. Go ahead, man. Roll it.
I hear him. I hear him.
Instead of the dollar.
Exactly.
Saudi Arabia
Hold
is
on. Let me take
also
this
in
back.
talks with Beijing to do
Let me take this
these
back a little bit.
yuan.
Now, family, this is not a new clip. This clip is about 4 or 5 months old. This ain't my first time talking about this, and it ain't gonna be my last. But I'm gonna say this: listen to me now, believe me later on, if you want to. I'm gonna run this one more time, and me and Vision gonna talk about this on the other side of it.
For international payments instead of the dollar. Saudi Arabia is also in talks with Beijing to do the same thing. Speaking of Saudi Arabia, meanwhile, they are in talks with Iran as well to consider an economic alliance with China and Russia. And they can even be joining the BRIC countries, which is an acronym for these countries here, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. These countries all have emerging economies. So what happens if our economy and the U.S. dollar are no longer the world's dominant currency? Former Assistant Treasury Secretary and host of the Monica Crowley podcast, Monica Crowley, is here to weigh in. Monica, great to see you this morning. Let's start right there. What happens if these emerging economies move away from the U.S. dollar towards the Chinese yuan?
Well, good morning, Will. It's great to be with you. And it's really hard to overstate exactly how catastrophic the abandonment of the U.S. dollar would be as the world's global reserve currency. Look, since the end of World War II, the dollar has been the safe place to go, and it's been backed up by a couple of things. It originally was backed up by gold, but President Nixon took us off the gold standard, so there's no hard asset backing up the dollar.
I'm gonna stop right there. I'm gonna stop right there real quick.
Yes, sir.
Y'all heard what Vision Preparedness said earlier? My brother dropped knowledge that I ain't even get a chance to get to because he know what I know, and we talking about the same thing.
Right.
Now you may not give a damn about, because at the end of the day, baby, we all trying to survive. If
Correct.
if if whatever I got in my pocket can pay my water bill and my lights and my gas and my internet and my car note and my insurance, I don't give a damn. I'm gonna pay it. What I'm trying to get y'all to understand is the rest of the world saying y'all ain't giving us nothing but paper.
Right.
You giving us paper and making us work 6 times as hard to get some paper that we can reinsert back into the economy and make you even richer. And they all done got tired of it. And that's what
That's
I'm
right.
trying to get my folk back home to under. I almost said a naughty word, boy.
You're right. You're right.
Go ahead, Vision. Go ahead, my
We
brother.
we not in Kansas anymore, Dorothy.
Mm-mm.
And the man behind the curtain does not care about us.
At all.
And
At
only
all.
those that are prepared will survive this total global meltdown, as I'm gonna call it. That's just my opinion. I
No,
have
no.
no inside information, and I ain't stayed at a Holiday Inn in years. So, but I'm telling y'all,
Yes.
I,
I'm
I
t-
have
eh,
a I have a little bit of intelligence, and I can
yes,
put
sir.
2 and 2 together,
Yes, sir.
and it
Yes,
still
sir.
equals 4.
It's still equal four. And I'm telling you, all of y'all, that things, the world, the globe, everything that we know and have known and understood is going through a major reset right now.
That's it.
And if you don't think that it's gonna impact you in one way, shape, form, or another, you crazy as hell. So you might as well just leave it. I don't give a damn if it dropped down to 7 people. I'm telling you that if you think a year from now or 2 years from now the world finna be even remotely the same, and I don't mean remotely, baby, because change is constant. So we all go through change. We all deal with shit, live with shit, have to endure things, and this, that, and the third. I'm
Yep.
talking about drastic, dramatic changes that you may not be able to comprehend from everything you've known up to this point. That's what we talking about right now.
Right. Right.
So if this conversation too much for you, it ain't personal. I overstand. Go
Yeah.
ahead, step away, step out, because we ain't through talking, so it might get a little bit deeper and a little bit heavier. And if this make you uncomfortable, you ain't got to be here.
Yep.
I'm not in this. I'm trying to grow my channel. And yeah, do I want to be a content creator? Seriously, you damn right. But
Yep.
I don't play with people. I never put up bullshit just for numbers, just to get people to come over here, baby. This real to me. I take y'all seriously, and I hope y'all take me seriously, which is why this is a serious conversation. We have fun, we joke around, we do all kinds of stuff, but this ain't one of them. We having a real grown man, grown woman conversation about what's happening through, in and out the damn world.
That's right.
And I don't think a whole bunch of people really done processed that, or even open to it, or even knew what the hell was happening. It's a reason why you got every major country on this planet focused on Africa right now. I'm over here, so hell yeah, this serious to me. Yeah, it's serious to me. Shit. Go ahead, Vision. Go ahead, brother.
No, first of all, welcome in Miss D's Hollywood Garden. Good to see you. Come on in, settle down, sit down.
Miss D.
Campbell
Miss D, welcome
Creation,
in.
learning to quilt and sew. Welcome in. Good to see you. Glad you stopped in. Hope you
Yeah.
don't get too upset, but I hope you get educated to make some good decisions. But
And you better catch Vision later on tonight, matter of fact.
yeah, but folks, this is real. This is what's happening in the world, and I have been adamant for the last 8 9 months about mental preparedness because what they're going to throw at us, some of us ain't gonna know how to deal with it. And
Facts.
and 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 if y'all old enough, which I'm not, to remember the Great Depression, how many folks committed suicide, unalived themselves, tossed themselves off of buildings, windows, all of that, because everything that they knew and loved was gone.
Yep.
You just wait
Yep.
to see what's coming down the pike, baby. So put
Mm-hmm.
on your
Mm-hmm.
seatbelt, get out your checklist, and prepare yourselves.
And Vision, I want to elaborate on that a little bit more, and you can speak to me on this, because I normally bullshit. I say, "Oh, I'm the young." No, no, you
Ah,
are. This is how serious I'm taking this conversation. You literally are my senior. I learned a lot from you. You come with a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge. You good people, and I don't think people really get the gravity of what you just said because it gets lost over generations. Because if you don't have somebody that you value or respect their opinion to tell you something worthy and worthwhile, that shit get lost in translation.
that's
The
right.
truth is, everything that man just said is 100% true. It was people calling it quits, ending their life, self-terminating because they lost everything they had worked their ass off for, worked their whole life for, and they saw it go by in a day or two or maybe three. Baby, that shit's getting ready to happen again, and it don't seem like nobody willing to admit that. Hell, oh wait, if you didn't, if damn, we still alive. If you didn't walk away from '08 with nothing, what the hell are you like? You was alive then, and you don't remember none of that.
Right.
Go ahead, Vision. Go ahead,
Right.
my brother.
That's why I look, my parents and my grandparents, they survived through that. And, I before my grandfathers passed away, I was a young kid. I asked them, I said, how'd y'all do it? How'd y'all make it?
Right, right.
He said, the same way we've been doing it all our lives. We came together as a family and provided for everybody in the family. Everybody pitched in, everybody helped. Nobody lacked nothing because they grew their own food. They did their things. They all had jobs, but they stuck together. And that's why I always talk about find y'all's people.
I think it was David Corey put the Astor Teen 85. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I still
Yes,
got to get to
indeed.
a resilient dad. I got to get to a lot of people. I ain't even got to thanking people. Let me do that before I get to anything else.
Yep, go right
But
ahead.
man, I just want to say this as I'm doing that. I'm gonna start at the bottom where Astor Teen go back up to a resilient dad. Y'all, this Astor Team right here, thank you so much, family, for supporting the channel. We appreciate you. We appreciate your contribution. Um, I'm usually kind of chill and laid back, and we have a lot of fun over here, but we have serious conversations too. And tonight is one of those serious conversations. So let's let's get Astor Team right real quick. Yeah, 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 yeah.
And her question, I don't know anybody who has a good barter channel, but if you just do a search on YouTube, I'm sure you'll find plenty.
I'm sure of it. I'm
Yes.
sure of it. And as Vision just said previously, and let me see if I can go back up to a resilient dad and get him right as well. Like I I can't quit. As somebody who's literally between family and between people that I know and that I've entrusted and built relationships with, I'm literally trying to build on two fronts because I don't know when the day is gonna come where, and I'm not talking about no BS run of the mill, uh, all U.S. citizens should yada yada yada. I'm talking about it's for real, for real. I
Right.
don't know. I don't know when that day is gonna come, and I need to do something different for my family
That's
and make
right.
a different decision. And any, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I think that's how people should be ready. I don't give a damn where you at.
Right.
You should. And I'm not saying have your cortisol levels pumping all through your brains and you just super stressed out 24 hours a day.
Right.
No, but this is where people like vision preparedness come in, having the contingency plan, having a backup plan, having something set in place, whether you want to bug in or whether you want to unload that backpack, see what you really need and bug out. Like you gotta, what are we waiting for? What is going to be the one thing, because it's something different for everybody. But
Right.
what's going to be the one thing that finally make it click for you
Right.
without
That's
being
true.
over the top and saying a whole bunch of unnecessary bullshit? I'm trying to make this conversation be one of those things that finally be that thing for you that gets you to a point where you like, man, I got to regroup. I got to look at
Right.
life a little different. I
Yep.
gotta be ready for the world that's coming at my ass versus the world that I'm getting ready to conquer or get ready for. Like this shit. Go ahead, bro.
No, you're right, folks. And my whole thing, my life revolves around praying, prepping, and practice. And now, do I not, do things I enjoy? You crazy? I enjoy doing everything. I do everything.
So,
I just had a moment this week. Sent my youngest off to college to play football, and I had a conversation with him. I handed him a bug out bag. I said, "You put this under your bed. You do not touch it unless you have to leave your dorm. You grab that bag. I don't care what else you grab, but you grab that bag and know that dad is on the way. We got code words, we got meeting places and everything because the world's crazy.
it
So,
is.
folks, you gotta have a plan and practice your plan. What you gonna do if the grid goes down? And if you don't believe me, go over and watch Lead Farmer's video, Lead Farmer 73, the video he did the other night. He did a live while the power was out at his house.
Mm-hmm.
And he wasn't
Mm-hmm.
playing when he was talking about what folks better get ready and get ready for.
And it's gotta. I think it's got to get to a point where it's a gentleman who been in my lives lately. I forget his name. His name escaped me at the moment, but he down there in Texas, and he
Uh-huh.
said something similar to that because this last winter storm that rolled through about two, maybe two years ago, uh, it showed him some things. He said he went through Katrina, he been through this, he been through that, he been through that. How he found my channel, I don't know. But
Right.
what I do know and what I'm happy about is the fact that he walked away from those situations with a different mindset.
Amen. You got to.
You got to. He walked away with something different. So now he building, now he growing, now he preparing himself
Yes.
because I was on the phone with my nephew earlier today, and I was telling him because when we was on the phone, the power went out, and I like vision, like I had told you in conversations. I was like, man, some of my battery bank ain't right. It ain't hitting like it. It's
Right.
like something off. So I've been kind of teetering with it. It's been back and forth for the last few weeks. Tomorrow I got to go get some more batteries. I got to do some system checks again. I got to do
Right.
all this kind of stuff. And I don't think I don't I don't it's something for some people it's super attractive and for other people it's under attractive.
Right.
And I really don't understand what makes people fall more on one side or the other. But I would love to get your opinion on that. Let me get a resilient dad right real quick. And I
Yep.
want to hear your opinion on the other side. Let's get a ARD right. Much love, my brother.
Yes, indeed. Get it, George. Get it.
Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Now,
So unbiased said it was a regenerative wane.
Regenerative Wayne. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly who it was.
Yep.
What's up, Sonya Siegler? Sonya up in here. Yeah, it's regenerative Wayne, and I'm like, I get that, bro, because those are some of the things that I lived through being from East Texas. Because if you don't think Katrina impacted East Texas and Houston and Dallas, you crazy as hell, babe. I got to see some of the crazy mess I've never seen in my life
Right.
firsthand.
Right.
So
Yep.
it was life changing.
But folks, you gotta. I don't get in grown folk business, and if you don't need to do anything, then you don't need to do anything, and that's your business. But one thing I will say, especially what's going on in this country and what they're trying to do with everything from controlling the weather to putting mess in the food we eat, baby. I don't care if you live in an apartment. I don't care if you living in your mama's basement. I don't care if you live with Pookie and them. Start
Right.
a garden,
Something. East
something.
Dad, what's going on, brother? East Dad, welcome in, fam. I know you on your way out, but thank you for being here. Growing with Hudson, I see
Yeah,
you. Thank you for being here. But Vision 100% right. Miss D's Hollywood Garden. Everybody who done tipped in on me. Thank y'all for being here. But Vision 100% right, man. Okay, you could be wherever you at, but at the end of the day, if you can't hold yourself down for a couple of days or a couple of weeks, you already wrong as hell. And I'm gonna take it a step further because this is the nature of this conversation. If you ain't got somebody to knock somebody ass down from way away from you, you probably wrong for that too. Uh that's just what I mean. I mean it is what it is. And I'm a Texan, man. I'm a Texan, and it is what it is. These are strictly my opinions. YouTube, this is for educational purposes, but hell, it is what it is, man.
right.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Cause everything I don't them shoulda, coulda, wouldas. I done lived through so many of them, baby. I try to keep them at a minimum.
Same here.
Period.
And y'all can call me crazy if you want to, but I'm gonna take care of me and mine. Period. One way or another.
Yes, sir. Well,
Because
that's what
I'd
you
rather,
supposed to do, bro.
yeah,
Go ahead.
I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees. Not gonna happen.
That's it. That's it.
Yes.
And back to this BRICS conversation. I want you
Yes.
to elaborate on that some more and tell me what you thinking and how you feeling. Cause, bruh, as somebody who's actually over here on the other side of the world, on the other side of the
Right.
planet,
Yeah.
I
I know
get it.
you see it moving, and countries is joining every day,
Every day, man.
every day.
Every,
And
go
here's
ahead.
where the shoe drops. Currently, right now, the U.S. dollar is still the petrodollar.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's okay. So, even though BRICS is forming and formed and growing, what y'all need to pay attention to is if and when Saudi Arabia and all of those oil countries say we will no longer accept the US dollar, as a petrodollar. That's what you need to pay attention to 1000%. Because when that happens, the U.S. economy is going to crash. All of those dollars are going to come right back to this country and they're going to be worth nothing. Literally, you can use them to do whatever you want with them except buy anything.
Wipe yourself. And
Exactly. I was trying to think of a nice way to say that, but
I saw you trying to hold it in, keep it player.
right.
Hey, Vision. And the reason that I'm glad you said that, and why I want you to elaborate on that a little bit more,
Yeah.
is because so before we ever moved over here, you had situations uh in not Nigeria, in not South Africa, Zimbabwe.
Okay.
Zimbabwe. Family. You know how back in the States it's a stunt to put the money phone on your shoulder and just have racks and racks and racks and this and that.
Right.
It's people over here who could do that to buy some damn eggs.
That's right.
Well, not here in Tanzania, but in Zimbabwe. Do y'all know? Have you ever studied and understood what happened in the Weimar Republic? Have you ever
Ooh.
understood and studied what happened so many times through our history where the most dominant and prominent economic source globally and locally has been completely dissipated in the matter of a day or two? We talking about less than a week.
Mm-hmm.
And what I see happening and what I see going on in the world, I see a lot of people just like back then saying it can't happen. There's no way, because how can this and that? It's literally been about I'm talking, when I say modern history, I'm literally going all the way back to 900 BC, because they don't happen
Right.
overnight and they don't go away overnight. But there has been about 60 prominent currencies that have dictated the world
That's right.
since the last millennia.
Yep.
Now, 60 ain't a lot, because it take time for them to gain that, you know, to have that kind of hold on the world.
Right.
But they've all went away.
That's right.
And it's so crazy for me to be alive in a moment where I'm literally watching the world change the way it is, but it only seemed like myself and a handful of other folks actually get what the hell really happening and going on.
Right. And with that, Tori's Brain, good to see you, bro. Welcome in. Welcome in.
What's up, Tori? What's going on, bro?
And there was a comment by who was that? Oh yeah, Riri
And
Real Star. Nah, she said no more safety net. That's right. And to talk about what you saying, there's been so many empires. I'm gonna just go back one that everybody knows, the Roman Empire.
Definitely.
It fell apart. And it didn't happen overnight. It took time.
Exactly. It didn't happen overnight. It took time, and that's the first. What you just said is the first thing that pops in my mind when I hear people who never heard about it before, but they have a resistant argument to it, and they say, "Oh, the BRICS nation. Well, that's been around since 2009 or 2008. Okay, it happened. It did happen. It did start back in 2008, 2009.
That's
But
right.
the thing is, it didn't happen overnight. And there weren't world events that helped to catapult it in the
Yep.
way that it's being catapulted now.
That's right.
I don't know what people don't get with that part of the argument, bro. Maybe you can help me in the
No,
chat.
I'm with you. Right. It didn't. Y'all just think just because y'all just now hearing about BRICS don't mean that it didn't. It just started. It happened 2008, 2009. And now it's gaining momentum and the media can no longer hide it.
Mm, mm,
That's why
mm.
you need to be paying attention to world news and just instead of the six major media outlets in the United States that's owned by the same companies and they just regurgitate the same thing on every channel in every state in every city.
Exactly. Hey, bro,
Yeah,
and that's something else, man. And I get why people reluctant to give a damn about it or pay attention to it.
right,
But you got to know something wrong when you getting the same 4 or 5 stories at the top of the hour over and over and over and over and over again. And
right.
that's why some of the suppression of the internet connectivity is being censored the way it is because we out here sharing real information with each other in real time, and that impacts somebody else, you
That's
know?
right. World news, folks. Just like the winning walk with Christina said, you got to pay attention to world news. And if
You
you
got
don't think it affects you, oh, it's going to affect you, baby, one way or another, whether you know about it or not.
period, bro. Period.
Yeah,
And I don't know how else to say it. I don't know how else to say it other than how you just said it. Because it is what it is.
right.
I mean, bro, it's so real out here. You have like literally. I don't. Let me ask you a question because this might maybe spark something in the chat or get other people to vision. Now over here, it's something I could see on local news here, being in
Right,
East Africa on a
right.
regular basis. Have you seen what's been going on? Well, let me ask you. I'll let you explain it the way you want to, bruh. What's been going on in France over the past 2 months?
They've been burning that country down.
Come on, man.
They've been burning it down. And if y'all ain't paid no attention to it, see what it's about because it's coming to a block near you.
Shh. Vision, say it one more time for the people in the back,
If
bruh.
y'all ain't paying attention to what's going on in France and what's being burnt down by the people of France, you better pay attention because it is coming to a block near you. Plain and simple.
Period. Period. And all of that started at the height that it was everything was being discussed about what was happening in Ukraine and this and that.
Mhm.
I knew it was a matter of time before it got somewhere close to me.
Right.
Because I don't just go with what's comfortable or easy for me to accept. I knew that with all the trades and the embargoes and the this and that, it was a matter of time before it got somewhere close to my black ass.
Exactly.
Y'all heard what Vision just said. It some similar thing may or may not be coming to a block near you.
That's
You can
right.
listen to me now and believe me later on, baby. But I'm telling you, and the reason that I'm pushing this so hard is because I know my people. I'm from there. I am you. And I ain't out of all the different countries I done lived in, been to, Americans have always been the most reluctant group whom I love
Yep. That's
to
right.
just willingly want to know about any other culture, any other race of people, any other anything. And if you do, and one of the turnoffs to it is because where we from, if you start taking French or if you start taking German or if you start taking any other Spanish, any other language, depending on your socio-economic origin, oh
Right.
well, you trying to be bougie.
Right.
Maybe I just want to learn something.
You
Maybe
got
I
that
just want
right.
to learn some shit that I didn't know. Go
And
ahead, bro.
hey, and I'm gonna see, and for my movie buffs, you'll understand this when I say it, but I ain't gonna explain it. From the prophet Alonzo Harris, as he said, "How's your Spanish? You better learn that stuff because it'll save your life." I'm gonna leave it at
Facts,
that.
facts. And I'm gonna take it a step further because Alonzo said that a little while back in the day. I'm gonna say this:
Yep.
you just for business sake, for whatever sake, I don't know. You might wanna learn a little eh. Now you know I ain't even gonna say it. I ain't even gonna say it. It's
Go
it's
ahead.
You might want to pick up on the little Mandarin.
I know that's right. Yes, indeed. Yes,
Hmm.
indeed. You better. And if you don't know what that means, you better look up what Mandarin is and where it's at.
Yeah, it's the same. It's when Vision was talking about renminbi and yuan. Same thing, same thing, same language. You
Right.
might wanna you might wanna pick up on some of that because hey Vision, can you speak to this? And I ain't even trying to hell, I don't know. I ain't even know what you were gonna talk about, what you were gonna do. Brother,
Yeah.
could you speak it because you've touched on this before,
Uh huh.
especially in one of your greatest and best lives. All of
Uh
them
oh.
great, all of them the best.
Oh Lord.
But no, hear me out. Hear me out now.
I'm listening.
I don't think the average citizen understand how much ownership other countries really have in the US. I don't think they I don't think they get that, man.
Yeah. 60% of the farmland in the United States of America is owned by other countries.
And,
60%.
six
80% of the pork industry is owned by the Chinese, folks. 80%. And every
yeah,
time you sit there and open up your refrigerator and you go throw your Smithfield bacon onto the pan,
talk to
they're
them.
owned by a
Talk to
Chinese
them.
company, folks.
Talk to them.
You better wake
Uh,
up.
what's up, Good Eats Homestead? You better
Good
get in here
Eats.
and
How you
enjoy
doing?
yourself.
Good to see you, Good
Mr.
Eats.
Mr. Vision Preparedness, sir, why do you think that is? What's happening? What's going on? What
It's
is
the
this?
implosion of this country, folks. I'm telling you.
Okay, okay,
They done sold
okay.
out because they getting ready. Well, Lord have mercy. Thank you, Lord. I'm so glad you closed my mouth on that one. And I'm gonna leave it at that. You better do your research. You better do your research on who owns the farmland. And I ain't talking about Bill Gates. I care less about him. You better look at what foreign entities own how much land, and you can Google it, and it'll tell you exactly what countries and the percentage they own. Look up who owns the largest share of the pork industry, the beef industry, the chicken industry. Look it all up, folks. It's out there. It's common knowledge. You got to do your research. You got to do your homework because if you don't know what you're eating. That's why I am a proponent of farmers markets in my area, supporting the farmers in my area. Because, baby, when Kroger's and the Piggly Wiggly are closed, you better have somebody you can go barter with to feed your family.
You just might want to. You just might want to. You just might want to. For real. I
Yeah,
mean, again, listen to him now. Believe him later on if
that's
you
it.
want
And
to.
for those of y'all that live in the city, if you go over to my channel and look at my community tab, Prepping with Sarge put out an amazing video for people prepping in the city. Go watch it, go to his channel, subscribe to him. He put out some amazing information about prepping and living in the city. I could speak to
Vision,
that, but the only thing I'm going to tell you is I moved.
hey, sometimes that's the best move to make.
Yes, I moved.
Hey, hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. You got to make the decisions you got to make, and everybody got to do what's best for them and their family, and it
That's
ain't
it.
nothing wrong. And people quit feeling apologetic about that. Stop.
Right.
Look, you know what's best for you. You got to do what's best for you in your moment with your current circumstance and situation. Quit apologizing to people about making yourself better. Now, I said I
Right.
wasn't gonna turn my camera on all night and y'all see my old, well-worn, beat up, well-read book.
Ah,
I'm look, fam. I want everybody who even interested to pick up this book right here. She has many others. I have many of her others. Octavia E. Butler, Parable of the Sower.
What's
I'm
that?
damn near thinking about having a book club just centered around this book. I really am, because I want and need everybody to read this joint right here, because it might hit you in a way you could never even imagine. I done had it up there long enough. Everybody done
And
seen it.
see now, since now you gone down the book club road, I'm gonna show a book that is my number one book.
Go
And if
for it.
y'all have not seen this book or don't have it, go buy it.
The Survival Medicine Handbook. Yeah, bruh. Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
the number one book in my library. Plain and simple. By Dr. Bones and Nurse Amy. Buy it, folks, because guess what? The information that's in that book could save your life.
Exactly.
Huh.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, man, I'm telling, bro,
I,
you know
I'm,
vision.
I'm, I,
Go ahead.
dude.
Go ahead.
I sometimes I feel that everything I do falls on deaf ears, and then
Me too.
people like Dan H and Bougie Prepper, and I could name names and names and go down the list that leave comments and send emails, and Miss D's
Yep.
Hollywood and y'all African Dreaming and Good Eats, everybody. And that's why I do what I do, because when the, excuse my language, and I'm gonna say it anyway, and you can kick me
Man, you
off if
better
you
go on
want.
and talk. Hell, I've been cussing all night. I don't give a damn. Go on talk, man.
When the shit hits the fan, you better know how to flush the toilet and keep Pookie and them from kicking in your front door.
That's real. That's real.
That's all I can say. And you got me in
No.
my feelings, and don't nobody care about you, African Dreaming. You be doing this stuff here and getting all these folks up in an uproar, and be talking common sense, practical. Common sense is so common, half of the planet don't even have it. They don't get it.
It make you feel lonely, don't it?
Yes, it do.
I don't get it, man. If I didn't have a community, bro, I'm telling you, I really don't know, because it's easy to feel lonely out here when you talking about something that it seems like don't nobody give a damn about.
Right,
How you can't make people care about what you're saying, even
right,
though you care about what you're saying. You know
right,
it's important. You can
right,
see it, but you can't convince others that it's worthwhile. It's
right.
like you just said, Dan H, Bougie Prepper, you, a whole bunch of other people. Hell, I now it's easy peasy when you just kicking back, having a good time, and you having a happy go
Hmm.
lucky show. Everybody love it because everybody trying to get away from something damn near for the most part.
Right,
But when you get into heavy conversations and heavy topics,
right.
don't nobody want to hear that shit. When, like your live, you know what I'm saying? With bruh, when you talk about bugging in or bugging out, when you talking about preparation, you talking about medical supplies, medical kits, you talking about dropping the boy off, you talking about all of this stuff. Man, that wear with people because it's real life.
That's right. That's
It's
right.
hold on, I gotta put this up. This damn Dan H. That
That's
I don't
my
give a damn
dude,
what you
man.
talking about. Dan H ain't gonna give me no cut for.
They died out with the dinosaurs. Dan, that is. We had a conversation on the phone the other day, and dude, he's like you. I sat there and said, "Boy, I'm gonna get off this phone because if not, we'll be here till tomorrow."
I know that, right? Now I've never spoken with Dan H, but he damn sure sound like somebody I'd love to talk to one day.
Oh,
Cause
dude, when I met him, I was like, "Oh, here we go." And then the COO was like, "Oh, well, there's your evil twin." So, yes.
yeah,
But
Yeah,
go ahead.
go ahead. Go ahead.
No, it's these kind of people, and I keep remembering back to why did I start my channel, and I'm gonna stick to it. Meaning, if I could help one person prepare for the unseeable,
Mm-hmm.
I've done my job. And that's what keeps motivating me, keeps driving me, as well as the amazing people that follow me and that I've built relationships with. You know,
Yeah.
only reason I
No,
like
no,
you, only reason I like you is because you got an amazing wife. Period.
hey, you know what, man? I've heard that before. Whatever.
Exactly.
No, no.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? It's too late now. You love me, bro. Don't be bullshitting.
That's true
It's too
story.
late.
You right. You the only
It's
one
too
I
late.
know that called me at 2 o'clock in the morning and tell me, say, man, ain't nobody thinking about you, man. I'm like,
that,
wait a minute.
hey,
You called
hey,
me.
y'all. The reason I do that shit to visual preparedness is because it be daytime over here and it be nighttime over here. And it be daytime over here, nighttime over there. And I'd be
Yeah,
like, I call him for no reason, be like, man, nobody thinking about your ass. Go to sleep. Shut
right.
up.
Yeah, he does. And then he hang up. And I'm like, oh, okay. It's like that. Yeah. Yep. But man, I will say this. I thank you for allowing me to come up. I'm gonna get ready to get off of here because I got a live in 45 minutes. And
Hey,
I need to take a shower, and I smell something cooking in the kitchen, and I'm
okay.
hungry. And your nephew been hovering around in the kitchen, so I know it's got to be something good.
I heard him earlier, so I already know. I already
Yeah,
know.
he
Matter of fact,
he he getting
hey, you
big.
know what, man? You know
What?
what, Vision?
What's that?
I'm gonna drop this link again. It's a minute. I'm 137 in.
Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna push this. I'm gonna push this to at least a minimum of 2 hours. And
Hmm.
everybody who here, if they available, we just gonna push it on over to you, man. So
I
I'm gonna hang
appreciate that,
around.
bro. I
No, it's
appreciate that.
all love. It's all
It
love.
is all love. And folks, by the way, if y'all have not, please smash the like button for this brother because he's talking real life stuff that's going to affect all of us. I don't care what color you are. I don't care where you live. I don't even care how much money you got because it's going to affect all of us in one way or another. And if you would be so kind and pleasant, share this out. Let other people know what you learned today.
Fact. Thank you,
That's all
brother.
I'm saying. Share it out,
Thank you.
folks.
Thank you. I appreciate that, man. That's visual preparedness. Like, hey, and tell them one more time. You coming on at Eastern
At
Standard Time at what time?
8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Come on over. Bring your big boy pants. Bring a seatbelt and bring your own libations because we gon' yeah, it's gonna be. I'll say that. That's
Sounds
all I'm
good.
gonna say. I got
I
two
appreciate.
special guests.
I appreciate you, my brother. I
Hey
do.
man, I appreciate you. And as soon as I get off of here and change, I'm gonna share this live out myself because you will not call me a hypocrite.
all love. All
Cause,
love.
cause don't nobody like you anyway. April, you need to do something with this man here.
Oh, there he go.
Give
There he
give
go.
him give him a few more chickens to raise, or tell him to go out there and play with the goats. You know,
She probably
I,
up in the front laughing.
that's
Yeah,
okay.
she.
That's good. Cause I'm
Hey,
over here now that I got my baby bear. He can chase the squirrels and all that mess.
oh yeah, you got a baby bear. If y'all haven't seen Vision Preparedness, newest member to the family, my goodness, man, that is an African Borbal.
Hmm.
That's a whole different type of dog that most folk can't understand.
That's true story. But I appreciate you, bruh. Keep doing what you're doing. And know you got family back in the States that ain't family that loves you like family.
That's all I need, man. That's what we trying to build. That's what we trying to grow. And I love you for accepting me and being a part of everything that you building and that we building. Because at the end of the day, it's real. It's real.
Yes, it is. See, now your nephew over here trying to eat my collards. Boy, you better get out that garden.
I'm surprised he ain't ate them already.
He snatched one and ran. I'm like, dude, what come on now? But much
Yeah.
love, man. And y'all listen to what this man's talking about because it's real, folks. This ain't make believe. This ain't
Fact.
pretend. You ain't in Barbie's world. We ain't in Barbie's world.
Facts. For
Yes.
shizzle.
But
I,
much
I
love, bruh. Keep doing what you're doing.
Hey, much love, man, and I'm gonna stay up, hang around, and share you out, and catch you for as long as I can before that sleepy monster jump on my back and
I
call me on
understand.
home.
I
All right,
understand. I
sir.
appreciate it. Take care. Everybody in the chat, love y'all. Y'all stay safe and keep on prepping.
All right, fam. Be easy. And after him, the person that I actually I was finna respond to her question or to her comment rather. We got Bougie Prepper because we're gonna carry this a full 2 hours, family. We gonna do it all. Bougie, what's going on, fam?
Hey, what's up? Hello, hi everybody. That one prepper stepped down. I'll come up in his footsteps. I can't follow his footsteps, but
Yeah, yeah. I Bougie Prepper, I got it on the screen. I couldn't even take it down. She said, we have gotten so comfortable that we think nothing dramatic can go wrong. Bougie, I'm gonna let you elaborate it because you up here now, you just jumped in, but I can't say enough about what you just said in your comment. And that's what makes me most fearful for my people. And when I say my people, of course I'm talking about black folk, but I'm talking about all my people because there's a certain attitude and a certain like perspective as if certain shit can't happen in certain places. It's almost
mm-hmm,
like in certain neighborhoods, you will see a news article or you will see a segment, and they like, well, we just never thought this would happen here because this is
exactly.
this is Happy Acres, and things like
Right.
that just don't happen in Happy Acres. So how could that pop? It's like, man, you better wake your ass up and be ready for whatever. But since it was your comment, I'm gonna shut the hell up and let you talk about it yourself. So go ahead, elaborate on that.
It's like you said earlier about us. Can you hear me? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That you said about earlier us being in United States where we don't have to worry about nobody else. It's not happening in my backyard as the saying goes, so why should I worry about it? So we have been very comfortable over here behind the bully. Our
Right.
government is a bully, and we've been sitting behind this bully, and now it's the bully's time is up, and
That
either
yeah,
the bully sold us out, and we don't know about it, and so we don't think nothing can happen to us because nothing has. I mean, it has happened. The Great Depression has happened, so history can repeat itself if nothing was done to correct the last depression from happening, which it wasn't because they went on to still do the same things that they've been doing. Nothing really
exactly.
has changed. And even from the crash of 2008, that was never corrected. It was never
Never,
corrected.
never, never. It was literally kicking the can down the road,
And that's
and
all that's is exactly is happening and adding more stuff on
and
top of
when
it.
you
And then
combine,
two, the what we
go ahead.
see, the growth and stuff we see, so that too might say to people, we couldn't be doing that bad. We see all these, even here, you building here and they building here, and what could be going wrong? All this building and growth is still going on. So nothing is happening in our backyard. So I guess we get comfortable with that to think. And we the United States, nothing is gonna happen to us.
And you know, I'm glad you said that because this allows me to say this. When there was a time when up until everything was good until it wasn't good no more. I'll take a country like Nigeria. And up until Nigerians literally walked up to the ATM and either couldn't get their shit out or
Mm-hmm.
had a different
Mm-hmm.
currency, everything was
Mm-hmm.
fine. Literally up until it wasn't no more. And that's what
Right.
I'm trying to get my people. And when I say my people, I'm gonna say it again for the people in the back who didn't hear me the first time. I'm not just talking about black people. I'm not just talking about white people. I'm talking about my fellow countrymen, the ones who like me and the ones who don't. Damn it, this is realer than y'all understand. This shit is like it's a real thing, and I'm trying to tell y'all, give y'all some forewarning. So you know, before it's a big deal over there around Thanksgiving and Christmas and all of that shit, and it's been happening and going on and going down in the rest of the world for 3, 4, 5 months, and then everybody's surprised and shit. I'm trying to like legit give you a real life heads up right now. I don't
And then
know.
that other comment that I made was um I have it had it said to me too that there's people too that would say people been saying something's gonna always happen and nothing never happens.
Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
but they don't realize that um it's happening. It just didn't get to us yet. And like
Mm.
you had said, if people don't think what happened, what was the place you said didn't affect Texas? That's what I think what was going to be missed here. That it's going to be like the domino effect.
Mm-hmm. Like Hurricane Katrina. Like it was
Mm-hmm.
like I mean, we felt the wind, we could see the thunderstorms, we got like the residuals of it. But the
Mm-hmm.
people who it really hit ended up evacuating over to where we was because it was so real and so intense and so immense. And
Right.
I gotta tell you, it's nothing like conversing with, helping, and because at that phase in my young life, I literally supported uh people who was fresh off whatever circumstance they was coming off. It was some people who literally had been sitting on the roof for 2, 3, 4 days. It
Mm-hmm.
was literally people who didn't know where they brothers and sisters was, where they grandparents or they mama and daddy. Like it, I've never seen nothing like that in my life. It was legit chaos, calamity, catastrophe at an unmeasurable scale. And then when I see people living in this day and age thinking that they can't experience that same type of trauma and calamity, I don't know. I done lived through enough things, Bouger, where I'm humble. Life done humbled my head. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know about
Yeah.
nobody else, baby. But
Yeah.
I
We
can go
Mm-hmm.
ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
What you was gonna ask me?
Well, I was just gonna say, have you ever lived through something that's done really humbled you to the point where you can see the potential for anything, so you anticipate everything and you don't take nothing for granted?
No, I haven't been through anything, but just to see other people go through stuff should humble you enough. And I think me getting older has made me humble
Mm-hmm.
also. I always say I don't want us to go through anything, but I would like us to be prepared for whatever may, come our way. Katrina is one of the reasons why I started prepping. I thought it was my reason when I first seen one of the big prepping channels. That was my reason to start prepping. And
That's what's
like I
up.
said,
That's
I would
what's up.
rather have the stuff and not need it than to need it and not
And not
have it.
have it. I saw that. I saw that.
So I
And
would rather
that's
you have it and rotate it because you're not getting anything that you don't normally eat. You're just getting a little more of what you normally eat. At least if you just starting out, get 30 days. If you couldn't go to the store for 2, 3 weeks,
30
do you
for
have
1 month.
enough food in the
Yeah,
house
yeah,
for 30 days? And then work up from there. Nobody's trying to stay within your budget. Nobody's telling you to
mm-hmm,
get out of your budget.
mm-hmm,
Stay within your budget and just add a little more onto it. And not only that, but inflation is happening too. We need a little extra in the house.
for
Because now
sure.
you need $100 just to go to the supermarket now.
Girl, I
And
got a
that's
story.
just to get
I,
basic stuff like
that's to
stuff
get
you eat
basic
on an
stuff.
everyday. Yeah, this is not even
Hey,
the store away stuff. This is your bread,
it's
milk, butter.
I, basics, basics.
Yes.
Hey, real quick, I want to say, Rooted in Essential Oils, welcome in, my brother. Look here,
Hello,
Rooted.
hi.
I'm putting you on blast. Look here, man. The link is in the chat. I want one of these new channels to come up because you a channel that we love, we appreciate, we love what you do, how you move, your content, all that good stuff. So get out them bushes, come on up here. The link, matter of fact, I'm gonna drop it one more time before we get out of here because you still got time to come up and introduce yourself and talk about everything. All you got to do is let me see you backstage, and you ain't even got to have your cam on. You ain't got to be cammed up. But I'm gonna make time for you. I'm gonna make a place for you because I think your oils are dope. I think your what you doing is dope and it's healthy. It's an alternative to some of the things that people are lacking nutritionally. So get your ass on up here and holler at your boy. But
Put
uh
Rooted Essential Oil. Put your link in the chat. Do the
yeah, that
hashtag
too. Yeah, that
BCIC.
yep. Hashtag BCIAC. And back to what Bouger was saying, before we moved over here, I gotta tell you, I'm one of them husbands, man, because I my wife is a professional woman. She's smarter than me. Why she picked my ass, I never know. But uh April, like we went back and forth, you know, she supported me, I supported her, yada yada yada. But she really had like one of those super big deal high stress jobs, and I ain't gonna lie, I mean, I had the kind of schedule where I could do this, I could do that, whatever. I still had a job, but um I would do a lot of the shopping, I prepared a lot of the meals, and never had a problem with it because that ain't where manhood come from for me. uh in fact, the epitome of manhood is being able to support the person that you pick to be in your life forever, through all circumstances. But that's a whole nother conversation. I ain't gonna get into that shit. But my wife's super busy, she's super stressed out. She never was off the clock because she managing 3 different departments. She working in corporate America, and I got to see what Bouger was just talking about because I would do a lot of the grocery shopping, and it seemed like every month the bags would shrink. It went from
Mm-hmm. Yes.
you know what I'm saying? You go from $100 being 5 bags worth of stuff to it being 4 bags worth of stuff. And then I remember it got to the point where I was like, literally, I'm literally walking out here with 4 bags worth of maybe a little bit of meat, some vegetables, some household goods, maybe a little bit of HBA,
Something
and
you
it's just
about to go and use right now.
yeah, and it's $80. And
Yeah,
I'm
and
like, you
then
gotta
that's
be
it.
shitting me.
It ain't even nothing you gonna eat off a second
Come
or a
on.
third time.
Yeah. Yeah. What is that about? What is that
That's the
like?
inflation. That's the other thing when it comes back to what y'all was talking about, the money.
Mm-hmm.
We don't
Mm-hmm.
we are not taught economics.
At all.
We're not taught how to understand what the government does with our money. How does what is inflation about? Well, I just learned inflation is a hidden tax. Did we know that?
The average person don't.
They tell us we're not going to increase your taxes, but when the prices of stuff increases, that's the tax. So they actually did increase the taxes, but we don't know that. We're not taught that. What else
Mm-hmm.
about our money? People think because the word federal is really connected to our federal because it say Federal Reserve notes that it's
Absolutely
our
not.
government and it's not.
Absolutely.
It's a
It's
private
not.
bank. We don't even some of us don't even know that the money we use is not ours. We rent it out.
I, man, but Bougie, with what you just said, like literally trying to explain that to somebody in 2023 or even recent years is like, how do you can't tell nobody shit because don't nobody want to hear nothing. Everything you just said is 100% true, but don't nobody want to hear none of that.
Because
Now, this is my
everybody
question.
living in their little fantasy world and they don't want you to come and ruin it for them with the foolishness you talking about.
Exactly. Exactly.
And they don't realize too, all of that um giving away of money, that causes inflation.
All of that. All of that. Like
Those that them $1,200 they handed out, that causes inflation. Nothing is for
that
free. Nothing is
nothing,
for free. We
it
gonna
ain't no
pay
such
for it
thing as free.
somehow and in the back way somehow or other. Nothing is free.
Some kind of way you gonna pay for it for real. And hold on, Rooted, I see you, fam. I see you. I completely understand. Ain't no stress. Just keep in touch. We love you. We appreciate you. Keep doing what you're doing. If y'all haven't connected with Rooted in Essential Oils, y'all go check
Yeah, I
my
just
brother
went to
out.
his site. I'm gonna go back later and watch some videos.
Yeah.
His
Definitely,
page.
definitely. Show love. What's up, APTV? Um, and of course, my lovely, beautiful wife, Pieces of April, who will be starring in, not starring, but she one of the participants in the hype again. Man, y'all get over there
What time
Saturday.
April comes on?
April gonna come on later in the eve for y'all because it flipped this time. It used to be 24 hours, now it's 12
Now it's
hours.
12. I heard it's 12 now. Yeah.
Yeah, and it used to come on at like midnight, but now it's coming on at 12 Eastern Standard Time. Uh the
So it's gonna
hypathon.
start at noon. It's gonna go from 12 noon to 12 a.m.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah, it's gonna
cool.
go.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's a good move. So it's gonna go from
Mm-hmm.
12 noon to 12 a.m. And
You'll
I
catch
think
everybody. Nobody really have to stay up
exactly.
late in the morning trying to hang out. That's good. Okay,
Hey,
that's cool.
hey, thank you for that feedback, sis. Cause that's how we felt. Yeah, that's definitely. I think it's a good move. Uh, baby, you can put in the chat the time that whatever your slot is. And hey, what's up, Toya's Pantry? How you doing? I know you was off in here. Y'all check out Toya's Pantry. Everybody connect, support, link up with each other. It's all love. We over here for good vibes, for good energy, even though we got to talk about some heavy uh concepts and just some heavy issues from time to time. But I'm gonna say this, man. Living over here in Africa, seeing what I see, knowing what I know, I can't bullshit y'all. I can't play no games. At the end of the day, the world is changing. The currency is changing. And if you don't think this can slip up on your ass, sneak up on you like a thief in the night, you crazy
Mm-hmm.
as hell. I've seen it happen in too many countries over here around me. It's just like, yo, for real. You like I'm gonna let my sister speak on it, then I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna shut the hell up.
What you was just talking about?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, I think, well, my saying I sometimes say is, we don't have to believe in something for it to happen. There's a lot of
Mm,
things that
mm.
has happened that we didn't believe it, in it for it to happen. So, don't sit and think, well, that can't happen to me, or that can't happen to the United States. I mean, just be prepared, just in case. You never know. Just be prepared, just in case something happens. And along with, like, somebody want to know how to barter. I think that's a good skill to learn, and also some silver and gold coins would be. That's something we're doing in the prepping community. We talk about, stacking silver and gold coins to use on a pin. Some people response to that would be like, you can't eat gold and silver. I sure I am. Watch me.
I, I, I sit.
I
I'm gonna
mean,
tell
that
you
that
something.
is so crazy. That is something that's been used for the beginning of time to
It's the only thing that
purchase
has stood.
stuff.
It's the only
And
thing
so
that has
that's
stood.
like crazy for you to even say that. You got to have some common sense. You're not going to go into your next door neighbor with a gold coin or a silver coin. Um, you're going to go to the merchants. They're always merchants when things happen. The merchant, I bet you they will take it from you. Why? Because those they can buy more stuff for the store. They know how to use it. They can barter with it. I'm not telling you go to your next door neighbor and barter with it. You
Right,
you
right.
barter a can of this for a this or that with your neighbor, you know. But the silver and
Of course.
gold, you can go to the merchant with it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You always have. I was watching some people in Venezuela. You know what they did? There was an abandoned building that didn't get finished. I guess when the economy crashed, right? So some people went in the building. When I tell you there's no railing on the stairs, there's no windows in the building. Um, the building is unfinished, but they went and they living in the building, and guess what's in one lady having an apartment? A store. There's always merchants when
Always,
stuff is going
always,
on. They have a store in the building.
always,
And I'm
always.
quite sure, and even another video I seen where a lady actually went to a store with some gold scrapings, and the guy had a machine to weigh it. And she paid for her
But
groceries with gold. So merchants can take that money and they can trade it
they
in
know what to
to
do with
get
it.
whatever money that they need to get more stuff for their store. So yes, you can eat gold and silver.
Exact in an indirect way. It may not be directly, but it can happen. I'm so ready. I ain't trying to hold you up, sis, because I wanted to stop exactly at 2 hours. But
Okay.
I got something that I'm trying to send over to my computer right now because I want to have this conversation with you. Uh, because I really don't think that people are grasping the full magnitude of what's really happening right now. And when and it's happened before. It didn't happen in our lifetimes, at least this time that we live in our lifetimes. And fam, I'm telling you, like it's Googleable. If that's a word, it's Googleable. You can go look and research how many times the primary. And you know what, Bouger, I'm gonna make this shit simple. I'm gonna even go to this. This is go back over the past 400 years. The franc, let's say the French currency, the franc, has been
Mm-hmm.
dominant.
Mm-hmm.
The British pound has been
Mm-hmm.
dominant, and the
Mm-hmm.
US dollar is currently dominant.
The dominance.
What is it?
Mm-hmm.
What is it with people that can't grasp the fact that things can change? That other countries, other
They
people,
don't know the
other
history. We don't know those histories of those dollars.
speak
Like you
speak
said
on that.
earlier, we don't need to
Yeah.
know about nothing about nobody else. So we don't know.
Mhm.
We don't know that these things happen. All we know is about the US dollar is the dominant. It and far as some people might even think it's been the dominant forever.
Forever. And you know what, Bouger? It's funny you say that because I have spoken with and conversed with people who they don't that's literally what they think. That is literally what they think. You can never tell them about ancient Kemet. You can never tell them about Nefertiti. You can never tell them about the Ottoman Empire. You can never tell them about all of these other cultures and periods in history and time that have existed where there has been another dominant currency. They'll look
Even
at you like you
even
crazy as
look at
hell.
China. How many dynasties did they have?
Oh my God, girl, more than you can count. Come on, Bougie. Talk, as Tori would say, talk to me. Talk to me. I don't know. I don't know how to. These are really difficult conversations for a lot of people, and I see that now. I accept that. And I'm not trying to change nobody or convince nobody one way or the other. I'm just
Well,
trying to.
you don't have to change them. When stuff happen, it will change them. You don't have to change nobody. You're just the messenger. All you could do is just put it out there, and who accept it, and who don't, they'll find out later on.
Yeah. Happy Max said that's so we can make the same mistake over and over. Uh Toya said not everyone can handle your truths and common sense.
Yeah.
That's facts. Thank you, Toya. For real, for real.
And
Uh
they got us living in some people living in a fantasy land where when they don't want to hear nothing but what's going on in their little world outside of their world. It doesn't matter, like you said, that holds so much truth about us
yeah,
not
and
caring about what's going on or thinking that things that go on in other countries would ever affect us because why? We're in the United States. What can happen to us?
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you know what, Bougie? This is what make me, and I'm not trying to take the conversation because I'm trying to get out of here. I'm not trying to take the conversation in a whole different area, but this is what makes me sometimes think that the damn Matrix is real because I don't think that I really do. And when you hear about I don't know. Let me ask. Have you ever heard about NPCs and just
What's
people
that?
who
What,
uh, uh,
what's the NPCs?
I wish I had a gamer up here. For all of my gamers out here, they know what NPC. If you play Grand Theft Auto, man, that was one of my last gifts from my mom because she know I'm not a big gamer, and she kind of did it as a little ha ha because she know I play video games every now and again, but I'm not a really big gamer. But she brought me a game, Grand Theft Auto. And mind you, at this time, I'm already in my damn 40s. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a, my wife, She know I'm not a big gamer. My wife brought me a damn Xbox, and she know I could have lived with it or without it because I could care less. So the two women that love me the most, my mama and my wife, one of them brought me the damn game system, and another one brought me a game, and it was Grand Theft Auto because I had been talking about it,
Mm-hmm.
and you got these characters in the background. So you have the main character, you moving through space, you moving through time, but you got all of these fillers, all of these filler. I'm ooh bougie. Okay, I'm on. Neither one of us are religious people, but we are spiritual people. Have you ever met somebody that just seems so empty? It's like, bitch, you can't have no soul. You just too empty. You ain't got no nothing in you, about you, around, none of that. Those are NPCs,
Mm, mm.
non-player characters. They just kind of there. They just the background. They fill up
Uh,
space.
oh, the
They
extras, like in the movie,
that,
the extras.
like in the movie. Yeah, yeah. And the older I get and the more I look around this world, I start seeing more and more NPCs, people who ain't really real. They just kind of there a little bit. They just fill up
Mm.
space. They space fillers. And the conversation that we having tonight make me think about them because it's like something about you. You just I don't know. You ain't right. You just ain't
Steph,
right, man.
but yep, I'm always trying to learn as much as I can and prepare at the same time. It seems overwhelming sometimes trying to still navigate the world and prep for the new world. Yes, it is. It is, Steph. Just take your time. Um, so I don't know how I'm not trying to tell you how to prep, but yeah, I know the feeling. I know the feeling. Sometimes you may have to take a break.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Give yourself a breather.
And I think Bougie is better to speak on that than I am. And that's one of the reasons why I kind of chilled out on it, because being prepared here in Africa versus being prepared in the States or maybe even in the UK or Canada is completely different than being
Mm,
prepared in where I'm at. Cause I literally have fresh food and animals around me.
right, right, right,
Like, I
right.
mean, it's like, okay, the only thing is that it's what time is it? It's 2:53 in the morning. So do I wanna go do that at this time of morning? No. But if I'm hungry, could I wait a couple of hours and go get like a whole goat or do
Mm,
handle all that stuff in the morning? Yes, I
mm-hmm.
could. So it's
Mm,
completely different, and that's why
right.
I don't really put that out anymore as far as my preference suggestions or this or that, because
Mm-hmm.
everything is dependent upon where you live and what you have access to. I'm surrounded by
And
go
that's
go
all you
ahead,
have
go
to
ahead.
tell people. That's all I tell people. Because even here in the States, we all don't have to prep for the same thing. Whatever you feel is important to you to prep for, that's what you prep for. You don't have to prep for, even if somebody suggests something, if you don't think that's important, that you can live without that, then don't prep for it. Just because somebody mentioned you should have something, that don't mean you should do it. I mean, all of us should prep according to what we feel we want to prep for, and you don't have to do everything somebody else is doing. Like they talk about the bug out bags. I don't even have a bug out bag.
Cause you ready to hold the fort down, and I get that,
Yeah,
and it's
that
different
don't mean I
styles.
shouldn't. I don't. I'm looking into to getting one, but I don't jump and do everything I hear. Like they talking when I told you before when they first talking about bugging out, and I'm like bugging out to where?
Right.
I'm not
Hey,
leaving
good
unless
night, living
my
natural.
house is on fire.
That's it. That's it. And I think that's and people should probably make that more specific because, like you said, unless your house on fire, you willing to fight the good fight and stay right where you at. And
Right.
I think
Yeah,
I think
because
it would
everybody
be
can't do everything, so you can't really tell people how to prep. You don't know what somebody's personal, physical, mental situation is. So all you can do
right.
is make suggestions or like on my channel, this is what I'm doing. You don't got to do nothing I'm doing, but do something. Whatever it
Yeah,
is you
because
feel that is necessary for your family, what's going on with you. Just like I have a special needs adult here. So yeah, I'm gonna have to prep different. I'm gonna have to might get some different things than somebody
exactly.
else
Right.
who may don't even, and like I don't have little kids. So
Hey,
I'm
and,
not prepping for little kids. Yeah,
I'm,
I got a
hold on, Boozy.
grandson
I'm
and
sorry.
stuff.
I'm sorry. I'm
Mm-hmm.
sorry. I'm sorry. Let me hold on. I'll get to that in a minute. I'll get to that in a minute. But I do want to ask you in the meantime, because you said something really important that I don't hear enough people talk about. And only if you comfortable. What's up, Jason? What's going on, family? Man, bro, you better get in here and enjoy yourself. Shit. You better get on up in here. I wasn't even trying to take it this long, but now we might well take it to a full two and a half. Bouger, you just said something real important that I don't hear enough preppers talk about. Will you please speak on what it means to you and what you might anticipate within your comfort level? And if you don't want to talk about the shit at all, you ain't got to talk about it at all. But what is it like being in a preparedness mindset, but you have uh, a disabled adult that you also have to consider over the duration of your preparation. Only if you're comfortable with it, sister. I ain't trying to put you on blast or nothing. It's just whatever
I'm
your comfort
good.
level is.
I'm good with it. That's why the bug out wouldn't work for me because she's not gonna understand that there's an emergency going on. She can't move quick enough for us if we have to move dash just dash no. So I would what would mostly happen is if I mean she would move, we could pick her up. You know, I got two boys. If they need to, they could pick her up or whatever the case is. But if it is a thing where she cannot go, I'm just gonna go down with the ship
Mm-hmm.
with her.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They could go. I would let them go. The rest of the kids go, but I'm gonna go down with the ship with her. So
Mm-hmm.
you can't tell people how to prep because you don't know what's going on in their household.
Now, what you said was so deep because um as I sit here in another country, there is literally no way that I would ever leave my wife under any circumstances that I could maybe get away and figure something out or do this or do that and all of that. So I feel that. And what you said is so powerful to me because I don't think a lot of people really have to imagine certain scenarios outside of a place of comfort.
Right.
And what you just said, it ain't a damn thing comfortable about it. How do you reason or go back and forth between this one stays, this one go like that? That is what.
Well, that's why I said I would stay. The rest, I would send the kids out. I would stay with her.
Exactly. That's deep. That's deep, my sister. That I don't maybe because you've thought about it so much and you've already made a decision one way or the other, it don't really hit you like that no more. That's deep as hell. That is deep as hell of a decision for a parent to have to contemplate, think over, ponder over, and reach an ultimate conclusion. And kudos to you, and how brave are you, how strong are you to say, damn it, I'm gonna go down with the ship because I know what this one can handle. So I'm gonna ride this shit till the wheels fall off. And
Right.
for all my preppers out there, it's easy to kind of get in the Hollywood side of that shit and
Oh
think about
Lord.
this and think about
Okay.
that. But
That's one thing I do not like doing because you don't know. You don't know. I don't know. You
mhm,
don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I know. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just thinking of the things that can happen, and that's what I'm prepping for. Like if we can't get to the store, like Vision mentioned, they might make us stay in the house. Make who stay in the house? I ain't stay in the house the last time. They shouldn't be making us do nothing. I'm sorry. Who gonna make
yeah,
us?
right,
If
right.
they ain't coming like they did, I seen they did some people in China and put a padlock on the front of the door. Who gonna make us?
I know. Oh man, it's a whole different
How they gonna
monster.
make us? You gonna lock they
Yeah,
like people would say we was on lockdown. Who was on? No, you locked yourself down. Who made you stay in the house? Nobody. You
right,
did.
right,
You kept
right,
yourself in the
right,
house. I was out in the street. I
right,
went out when
right.
I wanted to go out. I wasn't on
It,
lockdown.
I'm oh
Like
man,
we're
boy, I'm on
losing, we're losing. We're thinking that these people, we're giving these people too much power that they don't have.
exactly, exactly. And I think on the other side of this, it's gonna shock a lot of people. I think we're looking at about another 30 or 40 years of change because things gonna look real different on the other side of all of this because uh as we build and grow communities, this whole thing that we know and call racism is gonna be redefined. I think it's gonna be a matter of haves and have nots more than it is actual complexity and skin color. And I
Well,
think
that's
that
what it is now. I mean, it's the haves and the haves not now.
it is, but I think it's gonna be in a way deeper and more profound way because we have yet as a species, especially since if you take into consideration colonization, if you take into chattel slavery, if you look at all of these deep, profound concepts of observation and you observe those, they have been solidified in humanity, right? To a degree. But I think moving forward, yes, you're right. You're 100% right. It already is the haves and the have nots. But, but what we have yet to completely explore upon is where you got that really, really cool white boy that's gonna ride for you to the end, no matter what. You got that really cool essay that's gonna ride for you to the end, no matter what. And I'm thinking that shit. I mean, it's gonna end up being a matter of class because you have Latinos who have wealth, you have blacks who have wealth, you have whites who have always had wealth, you have people from the Pacific Islands who got wealth, you got all these different ethnicities who have wealth to fit in certain social sectors that they've not always been privy to. I don't think none of them finna let this shit go. So with that being said, I think a whole bunch of people over the next decade or two gonna be real surprised about who would turn on their ass and maybe even sell their ass out. And that's a
Mm,
whole new set,
mm-hmm.
of circumstances. So shit. I mean, hey,
Well, I mean,
here
if people go and watch videos from people where their economy and their country already fell, I was watching a lady in Venezuela, and she said that's one of the problems that you have, people going and reporting on other people. So you got to be
mm-hmm.
careful what you say to people, what you do, because that's what
Yeah,
people do. They'll report you to the government.
yeah.
So I mean, when you got people doing that now, it's not the government, it's the police. So we have all of that now, but I'm hoping as humanity that whatever comes down the road that we all would put all our differences aside and make sure that we all thrive through whatever they throw at us. You
Right.
realize that
Well,
we have to be here for each other in order to get through whatever's going on.
yeah, well, Bougie, you a better person than me. That but I don't give a damn. You but shit. I need you to be on my team. I think I need you to be like-minded. I need you to want to grow some shit, whether it's fruits or vegetables. If you can't grow nothing, I hope you can hit something from 300 or 200 meters out. If you can't do that, then I need you to be able to be good at medicine, pharmaceuticals, and all that kind of
And
shit.
that's
Cause
the
outside,
thing, what I'm talking about. We're gonna need to help each other because you're not gonna have everything and know how to do everything. So that's where the bartering is gonna come in, and the community comes in with the different skills and the different know-hows and stuff like that.
for sure, for sure. Hey, Bougie, is Vision on yet?
Yeah, he's
I'm
on.
looking.
Uh-huh.
He's on.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
on.
Hey, everybody in the chat, if y'all don't mind, man, let's do it ain't gotta be a raid, it ain't gotta be just say you coming over from African Dreaming. Go show my brother some love. I'm finna get out of here. I really appreciate kicking it with my sister Boucher. You hang on for a minute, but everybody in the chat, y'all dip out, y'all trunk me a deuce. Please leave a like. Please make sure that you go to the this weekend catch Pieces of April is gonna be over at the Hype again at 12 Eastern Standard Time. Please be over there. Please catch her. Please show her love. New channel. She up and coming. She doing her thing. Make sure you show some love to my sister Boucher Prepper. We heading over to Vision Preparedness. Everybody in the chat, let's slide on over that way. Hey, Happy Mac. Hey, fam, always. I'm on. This is gonna be the last one up here. Happy Mac and Bougie Prep. We love you too, fam. We love you too. Much love to y'all. Y'all slide on over there. We all finna head over to Vision Preparedness. And thank y'all for being here. Hell, I wish I had a direct link so I could just send the whole live over that way. Jason, brother, you already know it ain't nothing but love, fam. Good eats. Thank you for being here, my sister. Yes, 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 yes. Steph Shockley, heading the VP now. That's what I'm talking about. And when you get over there, Steph, tell him that we sent you. I want a flood of people just sliding over to my brother, letting him know that everybody coming over from African Dreaming, because that's what it's about. So look here. Until the next time I see y'all and y'all see me tomorrow, y'all make sure y'all catch tomorrow, Friday Faves. And Sonya Siegler, thank you, my sister. Hey, we here. We here. We're gonna be here tomorrow. Friday Faves. Y'all make sure y'all catch it. But until the next time I see y'all and y'all see me, I'm gonna be over here being country in another country. Peace. We'll
Peace.
holler, fam.